Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. Today we're here in a brand new series. Thank you for all the support on the previous one, by the way, where we actually took a game from World War I to World War II and saw how it was different. This one's going to be a little bit different though. We have the Cold War mod, or the Iron Curtain mod, and we are going from 1960 to 2000. So we're going to run for a game for 40 years. After we get to the year 2000, we're going to import... I'm going to go into Millennium Dawn, sort of change the borders to as closely as I can resemble what happened here, and change the ideologies as well to match, and then we'll run Millennium Dawn for a while. Also, boys, if this video can get 1,000 likes today, I will make sure that the next episode goes up tomorrow, instead of there being like a day or a couple days break, like I usually do. I'm pretty excited about this series, so make sure you hit like so that we can get these videos out faster. But really quick, thanks to all my patrons, Foosh, Infinitum Gamer, Jeremy Houston, Paxis, Rodney, and Samuel Bjornsson. Thank you very much for all the support, everybody. If you want to see more content like this, please make sure to go check my Patreon. The more patrons I get, the better my videos will become, and they will be uploaded a lot more consistently. So thank you for all the support, everyone who has. And if you've been thinking about becoming a patron for a while, just go at least check out the page. It's in the description. Now, I've already ran this for 2 years. I kind of wanted to get it going. I'm also using some other mods to help spice it up, like I'm using Chaos AI and Pure Random AI focuses, so that the AI will actually go down different focuses, and they'll gain different ideologies, I hope. But let's find out what's going on. I hear some things happening. Okay, great. Well, we have the Republic of China joining the United Arab Republics, and we have Republic of China declaring war on Mongolia, okay, and we have United Arab Republic declaring war on Lebanon. Which one is the United Arab Republic? Is that Syria? Yes, that is Syria. And Syria is allied to Egypt in the United Arab Republic's faction. But there's actually a lot happening right now, and I'll go over some of the things that have already happened while the game's running. One of the things that's actually happening is Venezuela is invading British Guyana, or however you say it. And they're doing okay right now. This is kind of like one of those Falkland situations, where a British colony is being invaded by a local power. Now the British are sending tons of divisions in, and obviously you can see they're going to be stopped here. And probably Venezuela is going to fall. Another one that happened was Franco decided that, you know what, now's the time. He's going to start invading things. Not 20 or 15 years earlier, but now's the time. And he actually took over Mauritania. Another thing about Franco is the French are actually justifying war against him for a claim on the state of Aragon, which was claimed, I guess, through the Chaos AI mod, so that's pretty cool. We also have Yugoslavia justifying on Austria, which is kind of crazy. I think Austria is sort of in a defensive pact, I think. Oh, and Austria is justifying on Liechtenstein, so double justifications. The UK is also going through sort of a period of decolonization right now, and they're slowly letting go all their colonies. One of those was Nigeria, and now Nigeria is in a civil war. One of the sides does have a tank, and the other one just has infantry. Nope, they have tanks too. And they're both called Republic of Nigeria, and they're both run by the neutral party, which is kind of interesting too. One other thing, Algeria actually had some revolutionaries from the desert area that were actually invading Algeria, and the French were actually able to defeat them. So Algeria is not yet independent. And there goes Federal Republic of Yugoslavia declaring war. Oh, look at that. Lebanon actually joined the non-aligned movement. Okay. And Austria is sort of alone here, it looks like. Why did they put their divisions on the German border? That makes no sense. So the Austrians are currently by themselves, and it kind of looks like they're just going to get taken over by Yugoslavia. Oh, how the tides have changed, Austria. Justification for Liechtenstein is finished. Are they actually going to declare that war too? Oh, and look at that. Republic of Nigeria. Their war ended, and Nigeria turned blue instead of green. Congratulations. Oh, I think they did. Yeah, they did declare war. And the Liechtenstein joined the non-aligned movement, which is, I think, a faction that's just going to keep growing. Also, it appears that Lebanon pieced out with Syria, only losing one little state here. Somehow there's 3 states in Lebanon, jeez. But for some reason, Syria is at war with the entire Warsaw Pact. There goes the Swiss, too, joining the non-aligned movement. Also, Austria was puppeted after losing 4 states. By the way, with this... I have no idea what happened here. It's got to be something with the mod, but it wasn't like that in the beginning. I was looking around at stuff. Also, Cambodia versus Laos, that's pretty interesting. And then I came back, and it was like that. And there was never a war. I looked through their focuses. I couldn't find anything like that. India just has a generic focus. China has a custom focus, but I didn't see anything that would cause that. So I was just pretty confused. I'm as confused as you are. Bolivia actually took over completely Paraguay, so Paraguay does not exist anymore. I'm pretty excited though for this war between, the French and Spain, which is already ready to go. And Spain is now justifying on Morocco. So even though they're about to be taken over by the French, they're still like, yeah, let's divert troops from the very scary French border and just send them all down to Morocco instead. Well, Spain does have a plan, though. They have a ton of naval invasions planned. They're going to go up into Brittany. They're going to go through Marseille. They're going to land near Bordeaux as well. And rest in peace, Venezuela. I guess they just joined the empire. Yes, they did. British Guyana. Okay, so they joined British Guyana. Wow. Which is a colony of the British, even though it's the same color. Another one that happened a while ago, though, was Colombia invaded Panama, so Panama also does not exist. Oh, I see why Syria is at war with USSR. Because for some reason, Taiwan was able to declare war on Mongolia, and Mongolia is in the Warsaw Pact. Laos was just annexed. Somehow Laos had 11 states in it. Wow, there actually is 11 states in Laos. It's all part of the Kingdom of Cambodia now, which is interesting. I wonder who fares better. Well, definitely Vietnam. That's another thing I failed to point out earlier. South Vietnam already won the Vietnam War in 1962. The communists failed and the democratic forces actually pushed north and took Hanoi. So that's already over. Anyways, boys, I'm pretty much just going to let this run for a little while, and I'll cover things if they're pretty big or major, but for the most part, we're just going to try to get as far through the Cold War as we can before I can bring it over to Millennium Dawn. Alright, so we already have another war. I just sort of had to turn it back on. The Germans declared war on Austria, which of course was tiny and little, but that puts them at war with the entire non-aligned movement, and they're kind of losing here to Switzerland and Yugoslavia at the same time. They're doing okay, but the thing that's going to save them, if anything is going to save them, is American and, 6 American volunteers. That's going to change the war, especially a heavy tank unit, which it looks like. That's what it looks like that is. Yeah, pretty much the whole German army was already just destroyed. The entire German army is dead. All of them have been surrounded. And these Americans look like they don't know what they're doing at all, so they're probably just going to get surrounded as well. Iraqi Republic declared war on Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Oh, the Arabs are now trying to conquer each other. Except neither of these two countries are in the United Arab Republics faction. One of them might join, though, which would be interesting to see. Okay, so Federal Republic of Yugoslavia took 11 states. Switzerland took 1 state. Berlin was puppeted, and Germany was puppeted. I can't wait to see what this looks like. Okay, Berlin, you're now a puppet of Yugoslavia. And Baden now belongs to the Swiss. Wow. This is a very much... Oh my god, this is terrible. If these two states are still like this when I bring it over to Millennium Dawn, Oh, Hamburg is his own state too. I might change it. I might make it look better. Okay, there goes the French against the Spanish, and they're both calling in their puppets that they have. How are these Spanish naval invasions going? Pretty good? Oh, they took Marseille, but the French did cross the border. So did the Spanish, actually. It's looking like fairly even, actually. I mean, the French are probably going to win. Oh, the French have done naval invasions, too. If the Spanish can pocket as many French as they can, then they have a chance of winning here. But it's looking like they don't. There goes the war that happens in almost every mod. The war on the island of Hispaniola. Dominican Republic versus Haiti. There's a lot of states on this island, jeez. That's a pretty cool thing about this this mod. There's a ton more states, so there's a lot more of a chance for customization of looks of countries. But it looks like the Dominican Republic is doing pretty well against Haiti. They've already taken Haiti's capital. Whoa, what just happened there? Ethiopia declared war on Djibouti, which is a French puppet. Also, that kingdom, I don't even want to try, which I think is just Yemen, declared war on Federation of South Arabia. Okay, so Yemen is invading the other Yemen, the Aden Protectorate, which is a British territory. So the locals are, again, striking. It seems very much like Yemen and Ethiopia cooperated on this to each take a territory back that they claim. So French, wow, they captured a ton of guns for that, and they captured a lot of stuff. And Yemen's also invading against the British colony. They're doing pretty well. It'd be interesting to see if they joined a faction together. That'd be kind of cool. Honduras declared war on Guatemala. Oh shit, look at that. So if Britain is going to call in all their territories over here, and Yemen continues to do well, Abu Dhabi has been called in, or as I would call it, Abu Dubai. And Oman possibly will be called in as well. Yemen could just continue to conquer all the way through, if the British don't stop them quick enough. Franco is definitely on his way out at this point. I'm not sure what the French are going to do. They're obviously going to take Aragon, because they have that as a claim now. I'm not sure how much of Spain they're going to annex and how much they're going to puppet or how much they're just going to release. They are democratic, so I'm sure that they're not going to annex that much. Oh, Turkey and Iran are now at war. So the attacker was Turkey and the defender is Iran. It looks like the armies are pretty even, to be honest. I'd have to look at the templates, but the army size seems fairly even. It'd be interesting to see who wins that. Franco has escaped to his summer home in the Balearic Islands. And by that I mean he's just been completely ousted out of Spain and now he's stuck there. And the French are just waiting to naval invade to finally end the war. Oh, would you look at that. Yemen lost the war, rest in peace. Ethiopia is fighting on though against the French. So we did just have Yugoslavia break up. But the problem is Serbia still owns like all of Germany and stuff. So I'm not sure what to do here. I mean, I'm probably just gonna leave it alone. But a part of me really wants to release Germany and Austria, because if it had broken up like this, it would have released all of its stuff. Germany and Austria are still puppets of them. So to make this make more sense, I think I'm going to release the land back to Germany and Austria because this happened, but they'll still remain puppets. As for the war with France and Spain, it's over. Morocco actually joined the war against Spain and invaded 2 city-state colonies in the north, which actually ended up capitulating Spain. Kingdom of Morocco sort of took what they had, and France took everything else, including a colony on Morocco, Spain's colony here. But Spain was left to live. Franco is now just an exiled old man in the Balearic Islands. The People's Republic of Colombia is moving in to try to liberate Venezuela and Guyana, but it's probably going to fail just like Venezuela's attempt. Colombia off camera did go through a civil war and did flip to a communist republic, and Colombia's army does seem to be quite a bit larger than Venezuela's army was, so it does look like they do have a chance, and they'll probably seize quite a lot of Venezuela. And just after Serbia split up, they decided to declare war on a Warsaw Pact member, Montenegro. And now that brought the entire non-aligned movement to war with the Warsaw Pact, which is actually going to fix up this puppet situation that we had here. But Saudi Arabia declared war on or joined the non-aligned movement, which is actually a really bad idea. They're actually invading all of the British colonies surrounding them. They've decided to try to decolonize themselves. They've got a pretty nice army over here. But the UK just continuously gets attacked over and over and over again, it seems. And over here, Colombia was just full annexed by the UK. They lost their war. Rest in peace, jeez. The UK, they are not decolonizing, they are colonizing. Alright, the Balkans were just Balkanized even further, boys. A bunch of countries were puppeted. Vojvodina was just released. Republic of the Arabian Assembly was also puppeted, and the UK somehow took 2 states. I don't know. Oh, I guess that was against the Saudis, I see. Terrible states to pick to take from Saudi Arabia, but whatever. It was puppeted by the Russians, and it looks like the Warsaw Pact has just grown. All of these countries are now in the Warsaw Pact. Austria was reunited and is in the Warsaw Pact, and the Germans are being invaded and are probably just going to be completely handed over to Eastern Germany. Argentine Republic took 4 states. The entirety of Bolivia was just annexed, as well as Federal Republic of Germany. Rest in peace. The Warsaw Pact just got a lot bigger, boys. So, boys, we do have a civil war in France. The French state versus the French commune. I think France just actually flipped to fascist, and the French commune sort of rebelled and civil warred out of it. And now they're battling it out. Italy actually is already fascist and has been fascist for a while. There's actually kind of a rise of fascism in general around in Europe. I guess it makes sense a little bit because the communists are rising and they're on their way west further and further all the time. Croatia is another one that flipped fascist. Of course, Spain in the Balearic Islands is technically still fascist. If the French state wins this war here, this could mean that fascism will actually be able to come back, and the French state, Italy, Croatia, all these countries might actually be able to create some sort of fascist alliance to fight back against the commies. But if the French commune wins, then fascism is probably 100% dead. Well, boys, it's January 1970, and I thought I'd make the final update for this episode. We've had quite a crazy war. The Union of Arab Republics, or whatever it's called, has now gone under assault because Union of Britain allied with France, Italy, Bulgaria, and all these countries that were already at war with the Arabs and helped invade Turkey as well. Now Iraq and I think actually Syria is the only one that has to capitulate before the entire alliance capitulates. So that's what I'm about to show here. Also, these guys keep leaving and joining the factions. I'll show you the faction map mode here. NATO actually formed up. The UK keeps leaving and reforming NATO. It's kind of odd. It keeps leaving NATO and joining the Concordat, then it'll leave the Concordat and reform NATO. Very strange. I don't know how it's happening, but NATO's been reformed like 3 or 4 times. One really cool thing that I've been noticing about this game is Italy's actually been very competent and good at what they're doing. First, they demanded Istria back, which they got. Then they invaded Switzerland, which they completely took over. Then they helped invade Greece with Bulgaria and got some land here. And they also got Asir as a distant colony from when Saudi Arabia capitulated a while ago. Okay, I see. So Egypt is called the United Arab Republic. Egypt is the one that actually needs to capitulate before the war's over, and it looks like they probably will because French and the Italians are moving in from over here. Or did they abandon this front? It looks like they kind of abandoned it. Yes, they did. They abandoned this front. The Italians are at war with both Ethiopia and Libya to gain control of them again, which is kind of funny too. So Italy might regain Libya and Ethiopia after this war's over. By the way, look at this army that Italy's building. They have been building a crazy amount of divisions. They had like around 90 before. They're at 68 now due to this war that they're fighting and getting encircled and stuff. But it looks like they're about to replenish it for the most part, and they still have good manpower and pretty good equipment. Whoa, we have a fascist South Africa. They are at war with, I think, both NATO and the Concordat, which is the sort of fascist faction, which is strange that they wouldn't be in the Concordat, but I guess whatever. And they joined United Arab Republic, so that means they might die here in a sec then. Okay, somebody just peaced out. I have no idea what just happened there, but apparently Iran was liberated, and Balkanization was liberated, if that's how you say that. Jeez. Cuba took 7 states. Oh, they annexed this whole island somehow. I don't even know where that peace deal came from. How did Turkey lose Iran? So the Concordat faction doesn't even include Italy or France anymore. Italy being the creator of it. Then when Italy left, France adopted it. Then when France left, Turkey now adopts it. So it's gone 3 leaders now. Okay, Italy took 43 states apparently. That's insane. Hold on. Yeah, they got Egypt. I didn't expect them to get Egypt, but okay. Britain took 24, which is probably like the Saudis and Iraq and stuff over here. Libya, both United Arab Republics are gone, I guess. Mali Federation's gone. Okay, we have 2 Chinese People's Republics now. We also have 2 DPRKs. Ethiopia was puppeted and Eritrea was puppeted. By who, though? I would like to see. Okay, so by the Soviet Union. Well, boys, this has been a really fun first episode. I think it worked out really well. I was having some crashes earlier, but I did figure out what was causing it, and I did fix it. So we are going to go to 2000. I might make every episode 10 years. So this one went from 60 to 70. I might do another one 70 to 80, because a lot happens within these time periods that I don't want to miss. But yes, boys, remember, if this can get 1,000 likes, I will make another episode the very next day, tomorrow, literally tomorrow, for everyone watching, except for the people that are watching in the future, I guess. Please hit like, guys. I really appreciated all the support. I think every episode got over 1,000 likes on the previous series, so 1,000 likes should be no problem. And make sure if you're not subscribed to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of cool videos like this. If you haven't seen the World War I to World War II series, make sure to go check that one out as well. And I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.